My name is Mikey Cole. I am the chief ice cream operator, founder of Mikey Likes It Ice Cream.
And how did you get into the ice cream industry?
The ice cream industry, how I got into it was literally like Einstein when the apple fell on his head under the tree. I was cleaning out my aunt's apartment. My late Aunt Lucy, she had passed. And as I was cleaning out her apartment, I found recipes of hers. And the cookbook, when I picked it up, it had two recipes on the 2 pages I was looking at. It said ratatouille, and the other one was vanilla bean ice cream. And I didn't know what ratatouille was, but I chose vanilla ice cream, and I made the worst batch of ice cream I could have ever made in my life. And that actually started the basis of all the ice creams that I make that are full dairy now.
And where are you from and where we at?
I'm from New York City, Manhattan. They call this the East Village, Lower East Side though. This is the best place on earth I can see fit to grow up in Manhattan. This Manhattan, New York City, is the best place to be, I could say. No disrespect to any other place though.
And what pushed you to carry on, like knowing that you found that recipe? What pushed you to keep to do it?
I guess self-internalization of thought. A lot of times before we do anything, we kind of talk ourselves in or out of whatever we're trying to accomplish. And I had just come home and I was trying to figure out what to do with myself. And here an ice cream recipe comes and I heard my late aunt talking to me. My late aunt telling me, whatever you do in the darkness will come to light. And so I wanted to take her message. And the second one was, if you make something with love and you give it to someone, they should love what you give them because it's the energy transferring from one person to another. And so I decided that making ice cream, which made me comfortable and gave me closure of my aunt passing, also gave me a ton of great happiness. And so I wanted to transfer this happiness to others. And that's what I do with the ice cream. So when I make it with love, I put in that bucket. When I open that bucket and scoop it and serve it to you, I hope that you can feel the love that I gave you through the flavor. And you say, I appreciate what you're doing. And you transfer that love to the next person.
So what did she mean to you?
What she meant to me was everything because you don't know what you have until it's gone. And my aunt took me to school almost every day. She walked me 2-3 blocks to school. At 3 o'clock, I was on my own to get back home, which that was the jungle and the hardest thing sometimes. Nonetheless, I learned that all the lessons that she was trying to teach me, I didn't get until she was gone. So I still have those conversations with her while I'm making ice cream. My aunt is still talking with me. She's still talking to me. And I'm still able to have a relationship with her. And that's what the beautification to me of the happiness that the ice cream does for me.
And what made you create a business out of this?
Well, purpose. We all are on a path of purpose in life. And when I came home, I tried to get jobs, low entry jobs. I'm talking about stock jobs in Old Navy, stock jobs at Banana Republic, trying to be the low end guy at McDonald's first. Like McDowell's, Louis Armstrong talking about, I'm mopping the floor, that I'll be washing the lettuce. I just wanted to get a uniform and be part of society. And because at the end, at the bottom of the application, you got to check a box that says, if you've been convicted or served time or anything as a felon, you got to click that box. And me clicking that box left a lot of these jobs unavailable for me. And I couldn't realize, like, I got 2 college degrees. I'm coming home like, how come I can't get a job? And my dad told me, guess what? It's because of this. And so I said, I know that there's a lot of people that are going through this same problem. And how do you help solve that solution? Ice cream became that solution for me. People are telling me, Mikey, this tastes good. You should do something with this. That was the push. That was giving me the confidence and self-esteem to say, you know what? I guess I can. And who am I going to be? I'm going to be the lemonade stand 2.0. And I'm going to come out here instead of selling 25-cent lemonade like we all did. I'm going to sell ice cream. I couldn't even figure out the price of the ice cream. I didn't know none of that. Still, like Dorothy on that road to the wizard, I'm still on that journey. I'm going to get there. But as I open up things and I do different things and work with customers, but best with the community, that teaches me to continue this journey and keep going. And that's the main purpose of the business. I hire at-risk youth, felons, people who come home, to let them know that that water's under the bridge of what you used to do. When that ice cream scoop falls on the floor, that's when we all look like, oh man. We pick that up and say, it's okay. Aaliyah said it, first you don't succeed, dust yourself off, try again. This is my trying again. This is my second time coming to the world. But guess what? Everybody else needs a chance too. So ice cream became their medium to do it. I hire at-risk youth and I love it when they come in. And I love it when they grow. Because they go and say, Mikey, I'm just like you. And I say, yes, you are. Carry on, soldier. And that's why I do it. It's this second chance for everybody, you know?
So did you feel like your aunt gave you that second chance? Like, who was it that you felt like gave you that chance?
Yourself has to give you the chance. Because anything that you want to do comes from within. If you want to be a good student and go to school, it's up to you to get up and go to school. No matter how many times mama, pops might tell you, get up and go to school, once you in there, you got to read the lessons. You got to do your homework. And if you don't, they're not passing the test. They're not doing what's great enough. So instead of looking at everybody else and saying it's your fault why I didn't do this, it's your fault why I didn't do this, I internalized it and said it starts with me, but it's not going to end with me. And that's what the second chance is all about. But then you get a second chance with everything. Every day when you get up, it's a second chance that you couldn't have done yesterday or the week before, or the month before. So take time every day as a blessing that you're up in this world to at least do one thing positive that moves your life forward for the next generation coming.
You had a store out here and now you're giving back to the community. Like, what does your community mean to you? What does LES mean to you?
LES and everything means to me, the world, because I learned that the world is like, think like this for 1 second. You're rock skipping. So you go to a pond or to the water, you grab a rock, you throw it in the water, and it skips and it makes that little wave. But that wave then opens up exponentially as it keeps growing. That little wave goes out there. That's what it's about. You're never going to catch that bigger wave. You're not going to get to that bigger wave if you don't at least start with the small wave. And that's what the community means to me. That's what it showed me. You are them. I am you. When the blackout happened here, we all lost power. We all were upset at having no power. Food spoiling, everything's going warm, but it's up to you to sit next to the same person and say, you know what? My sandwich is about to spoil. You want to eat half of it with me? And the person says, I appreciate that. And that energy and love that we took from getting through the blackout is what I wanted to go through every day. In my building, in this community here where we're from, and every building, we give out water just to make sure those needs are kept. In the projects here, Compost Plaza, we give out food. There's a lady who instills values of food to people, the daily necessities. That's what makes someone know they're safe enough to understand that they can get through the day. And that's all we want to do is make you know this love, this little ice cream is going to get you through the day, whatever you're going through. And it brings you back for more because it's the connection of the person now. It's like when you go to the gym. Once you see the results and you see you're getting better, you keep going back because you're like, I need more of this. And your body tells you, you got to come back tomorrow. And that's how you stay consistent. You know, and that's what this community means to me. Everything, because the world, that's the wave that I'm on. That's the wave that Mikey's on. That's the M-Cone. That's the M-Cone world. So we started off one little push cart, and we able to get on TV and fly and go to different places, go to different communities and serve ice cream and make people happy. That means the world to me. Priceless. I wouldn't change it for nothing.
So what values has your parents instilled in you to be able to keep going and doing what you're doing?
Well, the values that not only my parents, like partially, that's who raised me. Everybody raised me. That's a principal of a school who retired. So we were in school, she was the one giving us the lessons. We might not have understood it at that time, but now you still keep a rapport and you get it. At the end of the day, this is life. So every day you gotta be consistent in your own life. And that's what this ice cream means to me. It's my own life, but it's your life too. Because the community that you and the middle community, that's what we're all about. It's not about us anymore. It's about you. It's about serving you and letting you know, carry on. Because as you carry on, we'll be right there to support and be with you.
All right. And what is some of the rewards that because I earlier someone said something about Nipsey and all of these Patrick Unions, like, you know, like all of these people, like, what are some of the biggest, you know, I guess accomplishments that you see that you've seen within your business?
The biggest accomplishment out of all is when the people themselves recognize you, and not recognition or recognizing of like, hey, Mikey, how you doing? But the connection of being like Rocky across the street, screaming, Mikey, how you doing? I love you. That's when you know you're really touching people. And that's what we live for. I've been blessed to be on syndicated TV, to be a football commentator for 2 years with ice cream. I've been blessed to meet rappers. Rest in peace, the late Nipsey. He represented with us. Not only him, but tons of rappers, tons of actors, athletes, musicians, everything. Crazy enough, I even got an ice cream scoop sent to me from the White House. Biden sent me an autographed ice cream scooper. That shows me at least the message is getting somewhere. Who would have thought that that little rock would have skipped all the way into the White House? But that's all we do is take it from the block to the White House. That's like Eazy and NWA standing in there. You feel me? I look at the inspiration from the people ahead of me who's made it happen. And every person that I see successful on their journey, I hope that I'm giving them the respect of following in their footsteps. And that's what that means the world to me. Walking down the street and a little kid who we went to their school years ago to give them ice cream, coming back saying, Mikey, I remember their parents saying, the kid's a good kid. He's a great citizen now. He's a great person. She's a great person. That's all we wanted to do. Because when my aunt was telling me, be the best you could be, I didn't realize until she left me. Even though she's still with me in spirit, guiding me, I wouldn't do her right if I didn't continue now. So every day, if I'm not doing that, I didn't live up to my potential. I've been blessed to be in the NBA, to stand in the greatest arena, Madison Square Garden, half court, TV on me, doing all that. More coming, a lot more. So every day I get up to get to the next one, to show the next kid, you are me, you are Mikey. There's a Mikey in every town, in every city, on every block. Let's anoint them, because there's gonna be a time when they're not here.